Welcome back to Beyond Unlikely to Unlimited, the podcast where we explore the remarkable power of neurodevelopment and how your brain holds the keys to wholeness and recovery. I'm your host, Stephanie Anderson, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Becoming is better than being. This speaks to the heart of what we're diving into today, the idea that the brain is not fixed. It's a dynamic, ever-changing part of us, capable of incredible growth and healing at every stage of life. In today's episode, we'll explore the lifelong journey of brain development. From the critical early years to the turbulent teens and into the golden years, we'll look at how neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change, can help us move beyond the unlikely toward the unlimited. Let's start at the very beginning, the first 1,000 days of life. These early years are nothing short of miraculous. Did you know that by the time a child turns 3, their brain has already grown to about 80% of its adult size? It's during this time that millions of neural connections are being formed every single second. What fuels this incredible growth? Nutrition, attachment, sensory experiences, and the environment all play critical roles. Imagine each interaction, every eye-to-eye connection, every firm and light touch, every word spoken, and every tactile connection of legs and belly to the floor as bricks being laid to build the architecture of the brain. A caregiver's warmth and responsiveness are like the mortar that holds those bricks together, creating a strong and stable foundation. But it's not just emotional connection. Nutrition, especially in those early months and years, is vital. Key nutrients like DHA, iron, and choline are essential for brain development. And sensory experiences, textures, sounds, movement, these help fine-tune how the brain processes and responds to the world. The beauty of this stage is that small intentional actions can have profound impacts. Reading a bedtime story, providing a safe and nurturing environment, and even simply talking to a baby about the day, even if they don't understand every word, stimulates their growing brain. So if you're a parent, grandparent, or caregiver, remember this: every loving interaction matters. You're not just caring for a child, you're shaping a future filled with potential. And if you didn't have the ideal foundation you have, the good news is that neuroplasticity makes growth possible at any age. Now, let's fast forward a little. What happens when that rapidly growing brain reaches adolescence? Buckle up, because that's where things get exciting and, let's be honest, a little wild. But with the right tools, it can be a time of incredible opportunity. Adolescence, a time when the brain is both a construction zone and a battlefield. It's no secret that the teen years can feel like a roller coaster, and there's a good reason for that. The brain is undergoing a major remodel, particularly in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and problem-solving. But here's the catch. While the logical part of the brain is still under construction, the emotional center, the amygdala, is in overdrive. That's why teens can swing between brilliance and impulsivity in the blink of an eye. And let's not forget the surge of hormones adding fuel to the fire. Now, let's talk about something you may not have considered: the impact of our highly visual society on brain development. Teens today are surrounded by screens, images, and videos. And while this visual stimulation engages one part of the brain, it can leave another part, the auditory nervous system, underdeveloped. Why does this matter? Auditory processing is essential for language, learning, and emotional connection. When we strengthen this system, we help teens build the ability to truly listen, process, and engage more deeply with the world around them. One practical strategy is to encourage teens to listen to audiobooks without music or background noise. This practice strengthens the brain's language centers in the dominant hemisphere, improving focus, comprehension, and auditory processing. Combine this with conversations about what they've heard to reinforce these connections and expand their understanding. So, how do we help teens navigate this pivotal stage? Create opportunities for meaningful conversation. Encourage them to share their thoughts, even if they're messy, because that's how they refine their reasoning. Limit excessive screen time and integrate more auditory-focused activities into their routine. And here's something exciting. I've put together a free auditory processing kit specifically designed for teens. You can request it by emailing info@beginagain.international. Comments: when you contact us with the results, we will send neurodevelopmental tips to help rewire and strengthen auditory systems for long-term success. Let's fast forward to the later stages of life. One of the most common myths about the brain is that its ability to grow and adapt slows to a stop as we age. But here's the truth. Neuroplasticity is alive and well throughout our entire lifespan. The brain continues to create new connections, reorganize itself, and even build resilience in response to new challenges. Take, for example, the inspiring stories we see on brainsprints.com, adults who have overcome cognitive hurdles and unlocked new potential through intentional neurodevelopment practices. These stories remind us that it's never too late to learn, adapt, and thrive. But what can we do to support our brain's health and adaptability as we age? It starts with intentional habits. Memory training, rooted in neurodevelopment techniques, can strengthen cognitive pathways. Journaling engages multiple parts of the brain, deepening reflection and promoting clarity. Physical exercise, especially activities that involve coordination and rhythm, like dancing or hiking, stimulates brain growth. One of the most powerful ways to nurture neuroplasticity is to engage in new challenges. Learn a new language, pick up an instrument, or dive into a hobby you've always wanted to try. These activities light up different areas of the brain and keep it sharp. Finally, let's not underestimate the role of connection. Relationships and meaningful conversations help reinforce neural pathways and boost emotional well-being. Whether you're 40, 60, or 80, your brain is still a work in progress. And that's a beautiful thing. Thank you for joining me today on Beyond Unlikely to Unlimited. I hope this episode has inspired you to see the potential for growth and renewal in every stage of life, whether you're nurturing a child, guiding a teenager, or embracing your own journey of lifelong learning. Remember, your brain is an incredible creation, capable of more than you can imagine. With intention, curiosity, and a little faith, you can tap into that limitless potential. If today's episode sparked questions, or you'd like to dive deeper, don't forget to email info@beginagain.international.com to request your free auditory processing kit or ask for more information on neurodevelopmental coaching. We want to help you or your loved ones grow and thrive. And hey, if you enjoyed this episode, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, leave a review, or share it with someone who needs a little encouragement on their journey. Until next time, remember this: you are not stuck. Your story is still being written, and the best is yet to come. Keep growing, keep healing, and keep believing in the power of your brain to take you beyond unlikely to unlimited. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.